So what does this mean for the Premier League table? Well, Manchester City, they do continue their perfect start, so they've taken 12 points from their opening 4 games. Liverpool remains second, but Arsenal could leapfrog them tomorrow should they take 3 points in the North London derby. And Chelsea highlighted there, well, they started the day below Bournemouth in the table, but now they climb up to 7, so 7 points from their opening 4 games. Not a bad start. As for the bottom half of the table, well, that is where Bournemouth find themselves. They're 11th in the Premier League. They were unbeaten going into this, but this is their first defeat of this campaign. And looking further down the Premier League table, it's not great for Everton or Southampton, still looking for their first points of the season. Wolves complete that bottom 3.
Guys, well played. It was a game that looked for a long time that it might be going Bournemouth's way, but between the two of you, you came off the bench and turned it Chelsea's way. A great way to win, Jadon, when you've had to sort of dig in and hold on and then hit them with a sucker punch.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, it's amazing to make my debut for Chelsea. Just being back playing, I'm very grateful. But other than that, I thought the team played very well. We dug in until the end, and we're just happy with the 3 points.
Yeah, Christopher, what did the manager say to you when he sent you on?
He just said me we need the quality in the box, and we have like 10 minutes left. So he said me to enjoy, and that's it.
Okay. Talk us through that goal then, because a bit of quality from Jadon, and he feeds the ball into you, but you had to be skillful, you had to turn, and you had to be strong as well.
Yeah, good ball from Jadon. I felt I have the space behind me. I turned and just I was a little bit lucky because I had 3 defenders, but I scored. So.
And luckily you had your balloon ready.
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
Tell us why you do that. I know you've done it before, but I believe you do it for your son.
Yeah, that is for my son. He liked balloon before, and I just keep it doing it.
Yeah. And Jadon, you said it was great to make your debut. You felt good out there.
Yeah, definitely. I've been working hard for this moment, and I'm just happy that I got my chance.
Yeah, does it feel like maybe not a chance to prove people wrong, but just a chance to get back out there and get back on with enjoying your career again?
Yeah, that's it. I had a great end to last season, obviously being in the Champions League final, and I just told myself going into this season, I just want to kind of have a great start to the season, and it's my first game, so I'm happy to get a win with Chelsea and obviously make my debut, like I said.
And sometimes it can make all the difference, can't it? Coming into a club, making a fast start, an assist on your debut. Does it feel like maybe it's something that can set you off on the right path?
Yeah, definitely. I have to say thank you to all the staff and obviously my teammates. The first day I came in, they made me feel welcome, and I'm just thankful for them for making me feel this comfortable.
Yeah, and Christopher, another reason for your goal to be a big one for you. It's so competitive, isn't it? Getting into this Chelsea team, if you can affect games, score goals, obviously more chance to start next time.
Yeah, but I think we are in the big club. There are big players, so this is a competitive position in every position, and we just need to work hard in every training, in every game. That's it.
Okay, well played both of you. Have a job for you. Jadon is the player of the match. Would you present it for us, please?
Thank you, Papa. Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, smiles at the end, but pretty low-key overall in terms of that interview, which is understandable given that Chelsea found it tough against Bournemouth for large parts of that game.
Yeah, definitely. I think Bournemouth played an exceptional game. I thought they were really effective. They looked in large parts the better team. They looked hungrier, more enthusiastic. They played some really nice football at times. They were unlucky not to score in the first half. They had the penalty, they hit the bar. But Chelsea's quality came through, and it came from that man Sancho into Nkunku, who both substitutes. Sancho coming on at half-time, Nkunku getting the last sort of 15-20 minutes and having a big impact, which I'm sure will please the manager.
Yeah, we'll look at Jadon Sancho, his entire game, the half that he played in a moment. But he was involved in the goal scored by Christopher Nkunku, and it was just good substitutions from the manager.
Well, he's got good players that can come off the bench. Nkunku's a player that he got 35 goals in the Bundesliga a few years ago. Picked up a really bad injury. He's taken his time to sort of get used to and accustomed to the Premier League. But a big moment because, as Izzy rightly says, they weren't really going anywhere fast. Good substitutions. But this is important. I'm going to just highlight him here. Vega, the midfield player, and Bournemouth sometimes go man for man in midfield, and you see Billing is very close to him there, has a really, really important role to play in this because they kept getting the ball out to Jadon Sancho, and that was really the key for me. So I'm going to highlight him again here. Billing hasn't tracked his man, and he's made a really good run into this space here, which, as you could already see, Zabani there, the centre-back, he's got his eye on him. He's thinking to himself, if he's going to play it down the line, I'm going to have to track him. And as that happens, that then opens up that little bit of space there for the goal scorer. And he only needs a bit of space to manoeuvre in tight areas. Jadon Sancho is going to cut back into his right foot and he's going to slide a really clever pass into his feet. Now, what's going to happen? Has he got the ability, has he got the strength to get his finish away with a bit of pace? He absolutely has. And it's a wonderful finish in a tight area. He uses a bit of skill as well, doesn't he, Izzy?
Yeah, absolutely. You can never underestimate the power of this run from Vega. The run into space. I think, you know, as a youth player, coaches say run into the space, create the space. You'll either get it or you open up the gate for somebody else. And here, Sancho's just fed that ball into Nkunku, who actually, the finish in the end is actually quality because he does really well to sort of wrestle out of the space. He gets a little bit fortuitous maybe with his first touch, but that finish off balance into the bottom corner, it's a fantastic finish. You can just see the scenes from those Chelsea fans, what it means to them, because they probably know that they've maybe not got lucky, but they were, you know, put under the test a lot from Bournemouth today, and they've got their late goal and they've got the 3 points.
And they're defended so well. Senesi gets caught. I think he gets surprised by how strong Nkunku is. He tries to ease him off, doesn't get his body in the way, and he gets through, gets a little bit of luck, but I also think he earned that piece of luck. And the finish as well was so instinctive. You see, I think a lot of great goal scorers and just use the outside, use the toe poke finish. You know, it's one that's sort of so underrated, so hard because he gets it away so quickly. And a big goal for him. Who knows? It might sort of kickstart his Chelsea career. He needs to get going.
He needs to get going. Jadon Sancho, obviously, given everything that's gone on with him over the last few years, wants to make sure that his career gets going again. In terms of the assist, we've talked a little bit about that and what that can mean to him. But overall, over that 45 minutes, well, what did you make of him?
Well, he came on and he looked, it sounds really obvious to say, but he looked like Jadon Sancho, what we know. You know, he's comfortable going 1v1. He likes to control the fullback by dribbling at them, but also holding them up. By doing that, he stops the ball, he kind of manipulates them, he looks for those little feed passes, and he creates chances. Look, you can see here, he's exciting, he's willing to go 1v1, take players on. It causes confusion, it pulls Bournemouth out of their shape, and he just created that little bit of chaos that they needed. And you can just see here, he's just got the quality to just find the passes, he's looking to combine. And overall, I think, you know, he's had a massive impact on the game. He's obviously got the Player of the Match trophy, and he's had a massive part in the winning goal as well by playing that assist into the box, into the brilliant space.
Jamie, it's one half of football, and if that was all we'd seen of Jadon Sancho, it wouldn't be enough to judge. As he said, we've seen him previously, we've seen how it went for him, and it didn't go well at Manchester United. So how important can a good 45 minutes, getting a Player of the Match performance and getting an assist in that game, how important can that be for him?
Yeah, confidence is key in football, Kelly. We all talk about different things, managers, everything that goes with it. But the truth is, when you're feeling confident, you feel a lot better player. Now, I can't lie. When this transfer happened, I thought it was one of the strangest transfers I've seen in years. Predominantly because Chelsea are overloaded with wide players. You know, Maresca and Nkunku, players that can play in the wide area, Neto. So you're thinking, well, how is he really going to get a game in this team? Obviously, Chelsea feel financially it was a good one to get him into the club. Now, he's come in and he's obviously trained well because he took off Neto at half-time and probably thought, unless there was an injury, which we haven't heard about, and he come in and he looked sharp. There was a bit of chemistry as well with him and Cucurella, which sometimes just happens naturally in training. And he looked like he was really enjoying his football. Even in the interview there, he's very thankful about another opportunity because, let's be totally honest, at United he was really poor. He went to Dortmund last year and he was very good in the Champions League. I went to the final, he did some good things, he got his confidence back, he's got his shoulders back, he looks like he's enjoying his football again. This might be a transformational move for him. This might get his career back on track because he's too talented a player. And time doesn't wait for anybody in football. Before you know it, your career's over. You get to 25, 26 and think, oh my goodness, what am I doing now? I've not set the standards that I should be. Are you training right? Are you living right? All these things that have been maybe question marks against Jadon. But the one thing that you can't question is his skill and his ability. So I really hope it works out for him. He's got an opportunity. Look, he was against the right back that had a tough game in the first half against Neto. Second half, he's a bit tired. He now has to do that consistently. And if he does, they've got a really good player there, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does. The Chelsea fans enjoyed it. They were singing his name. It's been a really good start for him so far. But let's see over the course of the season how this develops.
Yeah, all he can do is start well at Chelsea and hope that he can build on that. Bournemouth had an opportunity to go ahead in this game. They had a couple of chances from open play, but they also had a penalty. Just talk us through the incident. Was there anything particularly